Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Excel. In this module, I want to go through the final consolidation exercise for the introductory course to Excel. So on the screen, I have a example that I need to fill in, and it's basically asking me to do what's called a step value on this sheet here. So the first one's asking me to do a step value of 1, so I need to type in 11 there, and then highlight them, and then get the little black cross and pull them over. The next one's already done, so I need to just pull those over, highlight them both. So East is now asking me to do a step value of 4, 5 in fact, so 26 I need to type in there, and then highlight the two of them, pull it across, and this one is a step value of 2, so that's going to be 23, highlight the two of them and pull it across, like so. Now in the yellow cell, pull it one more, in the yellow cell it's asking me to do today's date, control and semicolon, and then do a step value of 7, so that would be the 5th of the 5th, 26, and then if I highlight the two of them, get the little black cross, I can do the step, a weekly step, like so. That's the first one. Next one is using the sum function to add up this. So get where you want the answer to be, click on sum, check it's picking the right list up, and then tick it and then pull it across with a little black cross right over, and do the same for the rows. Sum, tick, and then pull it down like so. Next one, basic maths. So this is just adding these two yellow cells up. So this is equals that plus that, tick. Now because the layout's the same, I can just pull that across with a little black cross, let go, pick it up again and pull it down like that, and then click on the little triangle and double click on any dividing column to do auto fit to get rid of those hashes. Now next one, basic functions. So this is the average, max and count. So average of the green bit, that is on the sum function, little drop down, average, and it only needs to come down to B6, not B7. So B6, change that, click the tick, that's the average. And then the max is over here as well, a little drop down, you want the max, and again that's going to come down to B8 this time, that only wants to come down to B6, tick. And then count how many items in there, so that's count numbers, it's also over here, count numbers, that one, and it's coming down to B9, but you want that to come down just to B6, like so. Tick that, change that to general because it's not pounds, highlight the three of them, pull it across. Moving on to the next one, charting. So this is highlight the blue to the blue. You want to insert a column chart, so I'm going to do the key command, Alt F1, gets myself a column chart, and I need to do the title there, so I'll equals the title. That'll suck that in there, and it says here put the labels above the blue bars. So on there, and then you go to little plus and select data labels, that one. Now they're all a bit squashed, but if I double click on them quickly so I don't just deselect, it will give me this little option here where I can click on, I need to click off that actually, do that again, double click. I need to get myself onto this little icon and select alignment, and in there where it says 0, if I put minus 45 in there, it will give me that angle, minus 45, like so. I might still need to make this a little bit bigger to get it to look better, but there you go. Probably need to tilt that a bit more, but no, that's how you do that. Next one is a database sort. So this is wanting me to sort this by status, then test date, then test. So I need to go to the data tab, go to the data sort, select status first. So status, A to Z, test date, and then add, and then test. Click OK to that. And that does that. We can get rid of this. Next one is a filter. So first off, I need to put the filter on. So back to data, filter on. So all passes. So from there, I'm going for passes. So I'm taking the tick off, selecting pass, clicking OK. That's all passes. Clear. Then all fails of test B. So I'm going for fails. So I'll just take fails, keep fails on, take pass off and watch off. OK. And then I just want test B. So deselect everything and tick B, just B. OK. And then clear that. And then all people carried out test A or B and passed. So test A or B, okay, and status passed. Okay, so there wasn't no B's, just A's. Clear. All status of watch and tolerance of 0. So status of watch, take the tick off. Okay, and tolerance of 0. Just 1. Clear that. And tests carried out between 60 days ago and today. So date. So I'm going for between, and this bottom one wants to be on today, and that wants to be roughly 60 days back. I'm not going to do it exactly, but 60 days back from today is what we're in. End of April, 28th of March, 28th of Feb, say. I'll just go for the 25th of Feb, that'll do. And then OK, and then that does that. So clear that one. Now we're on to pie chart. Pie chart, highlight the purple bit, and then you go in insert pie, and the one you want is a 3D pie. Just move that over here a bit. I don't want the labels on there because I'm going to do the data call out. So data labels, follow the little chevron, data call out, and then you have to click away from that. I don't know why it does that, sticks. I don't need a chart title for this, and I'm going to pull out a segment. I'll pull out this light blue one, slide that out like so, and there you go, pie chart. Now lock in cells, I want to know 10% on these figures, so the answer should be £5.50. So it's going to be equals that times that, and we're going to have to $ A2 with the F4 key and then do plus that so it adds it on. So £5.50 is what I should see. I do see, and then I can pull that down like that. So I'm locking that cell for these other ones. And then flash fill, next one, flash fill. So I've got to give it an example. So this is where you want everything joining together. So Mr. John Smith sales. So type in John Smith sales. Press an enter, Control E, and the rest of it should flow down. And then the last one is to make this look like that. So first off, that is wrapped cells, that is merged in center like that. The font in this one is 18, but 18, the B and the N is 26. So the B is also 26. And the whole thing's italic, I think, and bold. Okay, I did that wrong. Bold, italic. And the background, paint pot background, is grey. A bit darker than that, I think. Like so. So we have, that needs to be red, paint pot red, font yellow, font bold, like so. These need to be at an angle, rotated like so, and the background needs to be blue and the font needs to be yellow. So blue, font yellow. So looking at these figures, they're all pounds and they're all yellow. So pile of coins, font yellow. And these are also yellow, these three, and these three are yellow. So is that yellow? Now I need to do some backgrounds here, so I'm going to highlight that. I'm holding my control key down and I'm highlighting these two rows because these need to be dark blue. So paint pot darker blue than that. And then this one needs to be red, holding my control key down, and that one needs to be red. Paint pot red. And this one needs to be whatever colour that is, green. That colour, I think, maybe darker than that even. Yeah. And then I need borders. I'm looking at borders coming down there. So I think these are bordered off. So if I go control key down like that and go into borders, I think the thick borders like that, and they're also coming down like this. So I'm using my control key for this, highlighting all of these like that. Thick border, and this is grey, paint pot grey, and that's paint pot grey. Bold, border, 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 like that. I think that's about right. These are not right, so I just need to move them, rotate up like so, and I think they're bold as well, so I'll click on B for bold to make them bold. Okay, looking good. I think that's about right. So that's it. So that's all I want to go through on this little video. How you can format, this last bit is how you can format a table, how you can do filtering, how you can do basic sums, basic functions, create a chart, create a pie chart, know how to lock cells, and use the step value feature. So hopefully this little video is of use. This is the consolidation exercise for level 1 Excel. So hopefully you found it interesting, and I'll catch you on the next one.